PM 2.5 levels have been above the 500 mark in several parts of NCR and even crossing 600 in areas like Noida. I have with me Bhavreen Khandari, environmentalist and member of My Right to Breathe. We also have Aman Banka, a student environmentalist and a petitioner in this particular case. He's a third-year law student who's been fighting stubble burning in the Supreme Court. Appreciate you both very much for joining us. It's a conversation that we continue to have every year. It's the same set of issues that we discuss, only this time. We've seen the Delhi government swing into action. There's been a firecracker ban, not just here in Delhi, but in several other states as well. Because we are also battling a pandemic. There's been an acknowledgement, Bhavreen, for the first time that the two issues are linked, that the air pollution levels in several parts of northern India could actually be the reason why we are seeing a spike in COVID-19 cases.
Yes, absolutely. We've been reading these studies now from the Harvard, even the Cochin, and like I think Aman will mention now, this is also part of the petition that the PIL that went into the Supreme Court. So it's not that many studies are coming out, and it's quite clear. But of course, we take little long in these decisions because the damage is happening. Like we've been screaming out that as many commissions, as many bodies, as many drafts and plans that are being made. It's just different names. But the action has to be very, very urgent and quick. Like the overnight draft came in, for whatever reasons, or for the fear of justice loco or whatever. It just came in. That's exactly how the action needs to be taken. And the action doesn't have to be in terms of these band-aid solutions, but
yes,
they have to be actually policy changes, yes, that need to happen, and overnight. Because that's the urgency that we are all living with, and we are all choking. The damage is being done. We will not have any healthy youth left, if we, this action is not taken immediately. And as you see, we're in severe condition of air.
Well, absolutely, and I think one of the key things that you mentioned as well in the past is that this is a conversation that we need to have not just in the months of October, yes, and November. This is a conversation that we need to have through the course of the year, because you can't swing into action right now. Action has to be taken preempting that this is a situation that's going to repeat itself year after year. Let me bring in Aman Banka into the conversation, because there is, of course, a legal angle to this. Aman, you are a petitioner yourself. The Supreme Court is going to be taking up the hearing on the stubble burning matter. The government has set up this all-powerful body. What are you expecting to see happen?
See, when we are talking about air pollution, we are discussing right now the air quality index in Delhi NCR is above 500, which is hazardous level. And as per the study of state of global air, more than 9,80,000 people died last year just because of PM 2.5. So you are right. It's not a matter of discussion on the month of October, November, or December. We already sent a letter to all the chief minister, to Captain Amrinder, to Manohar Lal Khattar, to Arvind Kejriwal in the month of August, but no one has replied. And we told that it's a deadly combination of air pollution and coronavirus, as per the study of Harvard.
Yes.
Harvard already suggests that it's a deadly combination. Actually, air pollution causes respiratory problem, and coronavirus is a respiratory problem. So yes, it's a deadly combination of both. And we are seeing the fatality rate right now in Delhi and the adjoining area. So today, central government has made a committee. We are hoping that it will be implemented as soon as possible.
Yes.
Today they have met the chairperson, Kutty, as a chairperson.
Yes.
So there are some changes that we want in ordinance. That health ministry should be the part of that commission, and there are certain changes that we have demanded. Let's hope for the better implementation that we want.
Bhavreen, if I can just come back to you, this new commission for air quality management in the National Capital Region and adjoining areas that's now been set up, which sort of subsumes all of the other pre-existing communities. Is this too little, too late, or is there still hope that there can be some concrete action that can be taken to salvage the situation for the months to come?
Rishika, it's not fair to comment at this point, but yes, we've kind of gone through so much, from EPCA to NCAP to any commissions or whatever's happening, that we have lost a little bit of hope. But hoping that this will be the change. If there is an intent, everything can work. Now, what do we need? I mean, the basic, we need the basic, footwork starting as of now. Now, this is not really from the stage of babus and from the bureaucrats. This has to be implemented right at the bottom, at the nodal officers, where people will have to, where the officers are coming and actually, finding violations or, penalizing them. So, now, as you know, you've been hearing, last few weeks, we've been trying to tell them now CPCB, DPCC, they don't even have the staff. There are these vacancies, there are hundreds of vacancies, but they're lying vacant. Why? In a country where there is unemployment right now, we're all struggling. There were lots of these young eligible people. Why would these, the vacancies be there?
Yes.
So the forest department, for example. So these are things that have been said over the years. It's not like no one knows them, but the action has to be now.
Yes.
So it has to come right from the bottom and then go up. There is enough law. The money has to come in. The money has to go to the right, if it's
Yes.
coming to ULB, then it
Yes.
must be distributed properly. There has to be time bars, very
Yes.
strict time deadlines.
Well, I think there are two or three very crucial things that the both of you have said. One, of course, is that timely action is key. We can't be waking up in the months of October and November and looking for quick fixes. This isn't a problem that has a quick fix. And I think the other very important aspect that you talked about, was the fact that there is indeed a requirement for representation of healthcare officials or the health ministry to be a party to this, because this is, one of India's biggest killers. It is an issue that we will continue to talk about. It's a grim picture as far as northern India is concerned. The sky is completely grey, and the AQI levels, of course, are absolutely frightening at this time. Thank you both very much for joining me on the broadcast this morning.